All right, so we are back on the lanes here. We now have a power two-hander with us, and we're gonna go through the exact same process. Now that we had the example with Sean, we're gonna do the same thing with Jacob. We wanna set up the camera to be directly behind the release point, okay? So what you could do is watch where their sliding position is and basically subtract 5 boards, okay? Okay, good shot. So again, same thing here. We wanna get the first ball track, okay, right out of the ball return. So I'm just gonna mark that as best as I can all the way around. So here we see that back ball track really nicely. All right, really good. So I marked it a little bit on the back and a little bit in the front. This is gonna be more than enough to help me out. Now that we've identified our line, we have marked it all the way around. We will now try our best using the armadillo to match it. So again, in this case, here it's right in the middle of the armadillo. So we will now mark the PAP on the ball. And what we're gonna do again is take our piece of tape and we will have Jacob throw it again, okay, just to confirm that this is good to go. So what we're looking for here is that the tape is static off the hand. So make sure you watch off the hand. We see that the tape was stable off the hand. So again, we're taking this straight off the rack and we're gonna be marking it all the way around the bowling ball. So we come here, that's spot on. So we can now measure this. So what we wanna do for a two-hander, take the grip center. So we will go right in between the bridge and in the middle of the two fingers, line it up visually as best as possible, and draw a midline from there. You can also mark the center here for your center line. Another thing that is really good and is required in competition is that you will need to engrave an X on the ball. I like doing that about 3 inches from the grip center. So it's something that you could do also when you're drawing your center line here, and also gives you a nice reference point to draw your midline moving forward. And same principle here is that we will now require our VAL. So I will now zero out here, zero here, go through that X, draw my line, and this is now my VAL. So I will now measure from the grip center my horizontal and my vertical coordinates to determine my PAP. So right here we will go now 5 1/8 across by 1.5 up, 1.5 up. So that is my PAP coordinate for Jacob. Style, two-handed, PAP, 5 1/8 by 1.5 up. So we have identified our bowler properly. We now have what is needed to go to the next step and make a proper ball selection.